So after many years with my desktop, I decided it's time to upgrade the thing. It has got a 5th gen i5, I believe, in it. It's a bit due for an upgrade, especially with the way games are getting now. And with that, I decided that it is time to change up the case. Not buy a new case because I love my case. It's a Roswell Star Predator. Thing is huge. It's like built like a tank. Fans are good. It's nice and quiet. The problem with this case to me is that it needs a window. Right now, it's just got a little side vent and you can't really see the inside. And so if I'm gonna upgrade this thing, I gotta make it worth looking at. So we're gonna do a little bit of work ourselves here, and we're gonna put a window into this big old tower. This is what we're gonna change right here. This needs to turn into a side window. Alright, so even before touching or working with your computer, even though we're only taking off the side panel, I still suggest grounding yourself and making yourself not conductible for electricity. But we're just going to remove the side panel like this and just pull it out. And now you see my horribly cable managed interior of my computer. My first build, so let it be. Yes, I know. It's a disaster. Now with everything removed, I don't think this step is necessarily necessary to everyone, but I would still do it because I'm not comfortable with my interior being exposed while we do all this. So here we are. We're gonna try and plastic wrap this. So now does not only your computer look oddly brand new, but it just looks stupid. So now you won't have any dust hopefully getting in there. Not to mention it kind of keeps other things out that you don't want in there.
Alright, so you want to line up the glass pane with the panel exactly how you want to place it on the panel. Then you will want to trace around the pane so that you get the exact shape that you need and you know where it's going to go and how it's going to look. After this, we are going to remove the pane. And then now we're going to create a ledge for the glass to sit on so we can JB weld it to the actual panel. So what I'm doing here is marking a 1/2 inch inwards on the horizontal and vertical lines so that it'll create another box in the corner. With that, as you can see, you will connect each corner together and create a new rectangle. That new rectangle is where you're going to end up cutting. So now that we have the rectangle there, it is time to mask off the panel because you do not want the sparks to fly when you're cutting it and discolor the. So now we'll be cutting. You can use a rotary tool, you can use a Dremel, anything like that to cut through this. I just did it for the sake of time and it's a lot quicker. Now as you can see, the ledges are kind of sharp, so we are going to file down the edges and then also sand them so that it's not sharp and will not cut your hand.
Now that we got it straight and the edge is smooth, we are going to actually paint this now. So we have to mask the rest of this off with tape. Basically, you just want to leave a little bit of room because you want to leave space for any nooks in the paint from cutting, but not a whole lot of space. All right, as you can see here, there's not really as much shiny metal. Just hit it with a couple coats. 3 should be fine. All right, so for this next portion, you can see that this is the final product of the back. There's the lines and stuff from before. You can erase these. You don't have to. I'm gonna keep them there for reference, but if you want a cleaner look, erase all the penciling lines. I'm not doing it in particular because it helps me line up the pane as well as you're not gonna see this from anywhere. So I'm gonna quickly wipe off where I'm gonna be putting our JB Weld, our product that's gonna make the glass stick to the case. Take your JB Weld, and then you're going to go up and along the edges of this, and then you will put the glass pane on top of it, and then you'll want to remove it from the newspaper if you don't get the newspaper stuck to this. Ugh, this stuff stinks. Press that down into the weld evenly, and put down some paper towels so we don't scratch the surface, and we are going to weigh down our JB Weld. Alright, so I let this sit for about a day as the product instructed, and so now we can look and see that the panel is done. Now we're gonna have to wipe and clean off all this crap. I wouldn't suggest spraying directly onto the glass. I would spray onto whatever you're using to clean with. So I suggest for this, spraying onto the cloth and then wiping off the residue rather than straight to the metal, for the fact that it might go places you don't want it to. All right, so now we can whip out the old plastic wrapped computer. And now it is time for the install. And look at that beauty. This into this.